King shit. See, this what a real God talk like. Don't wanna cause an earthquake, so I walk light. Big bark, I was bred for a dog fight. Big slab, a nigga never park right. I hit him native, tell him meet us off site with the stick. Niggas thinking we lacking and this a off night. Cause boy, I just do it like Nikes and now I'm on the verge. Finna blow, no off-white. I never been no rap, but I'm about my cheddar. Now I'm feeling better than a pedicure. And my drip is wet, a cup is overpoured. Keeping shit on lock, there's no open doors. When you reach the top, you'll never see the floor. I'm king size of you little miniature. You was hot shit until you smelt manure. But these rappers cancer and I'm the only cure. When I'm talking, everybody listen. If you broke, nigga, you should pay attention. Boss up so you don't need permissions. On them 9 to 5s with them shit conditions. Open minds make them see the difference. Saying we won't last, but we gon' beat statistics. Your homie good, he just ain't persistent. Give them so much real that they can't resist it. Like a bad craving, that's dangerous. All my life I experienced pain and bliss. Now you can't trust so many people came and went. And women want good dick and entanglements. Even though I'm light-skinned, never been a house nigga. Got down in the trenches, I slaved for this. I was made for this. My heart brave as shit. Author and illustrator, no plagiarism.
I just wanna on my wrist. I just wanna ball, no assist. It don't get no realer than this. I just wanna fucking get rich.
And they say I'm done, but it ain't over till it's finished. It ain't about money, ain't my business. Fucking right. It ain't over till it's finished. It ain't about money, ain't my business.
I just wanna ball, no assist. I put the eye in the wind. I chase the bag like gin. Hit a cash app sounding not green. I want double rollies on my wrist. Two-face Harvey Dent. Money like G's to G's. Watch me turn a George to a bin, bitch. Our shit grade A. I can see you average. Yo shit Nicky Cage. Gone in 60 seconds. We keep getting paid. That just make a matter. Now you wanna fade. That don't even matter. My niggas UPS. Everybody packing. If we gotta ship them, ain't no fucking tracking. Keep that eagle on me like it's Philly fashion. Only hold 9. Opie Curtis Jackson. I was premium white before the Snapchat. Niggas change for the cheese. That's a rat trap. Hit a hating ass bitch with a step back. Some niggas love being broken. I accept that.
I just wanna drip on my wrist. I just wanna ball, no assist. It don't get no realer than this. I just wanna fucking get rich.
And they say I'm done, but it ain't over till it's finished. It ain't about money, ain't my business. It ain't over till it's finished. It ain't about money, ain't my business. Every second to minutes, an hour to day to a week to a month to a year. I gotta go get it and get through whatever. No
yes, sir.
Every second to minutes, an hour to day to a week to a month to a year. I gotta go get it and get through whatever. No matter.
Yes, sir.
Rich doing big.
Turn me up, Jack.
Never been a bitch. I'm a real nigga.
Turn me up, Jack.
I say I'm rich doing big shit. Already never been a bitch. I'm a real nigga. I won't ever switch. I'm never taking no L's. I'm never taking no L's. Used to be shy and would cry as a kid. Until my city pulled me out the shell. Now I'm doing well. Always make sure that I got up anytime I slipped or fell. Gotta go hard like a nigga just got out of jail and I spent all my time in the cell. I ain't no gangster, I ain't no trigger squeezer, but I ain't no pussy neither. Light skin and I got good hands and I'm a real good pussy eater. I don't fake a flex, but I'm about a chick and don't need to flex when you get respect. Don't represent, but real niggas on deck waiting for what's next, so never need to stress. Big breaking generational curses, I ain't got no time to get nervous. Changing lives, I'm providing a service. Getting paid, boy, I'm serving a purpose. I keep some troubleshooters for niggas that be talking through computers. Teaching them lessons, but not a tutor. Learning the game, nigga, I'm a student. I'm finna be rich. Scratching for the money, got an itch. Finna beat the game and never glitch. Clearing dollar trades with 7 cents. Make 1,000 in a couple minutes. Go from entry rank to a lieutenant. Living life on high without the limit. Period. Now that's the end of sentence.
Every second to minute, to hour, to day, to a week, to a month, to a year. I gotta go get it and get through whatever, no matter the pain or the tears. Seconds to minutes, to hour, to wait, to a week, to a month, to a year.
I gotta go get it and get through whatever. No
Talk to him.
I'm getting rich.
Already never been a bitch. Real nigga, I would never switch.
I say I'm getting rich doing big shit. Already never been a bitch. Real nigga, I won't ever switch.
Hold on, Jack. Hold on, Jack. We gonna be switching over. Hey, shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. We appreciate y'all coming over. Shout out to Ross, the chosen one, and his clan. We will be switching over real soon. You know, the devil is trying to get us right now. The devil trying to get us, but keep listening to that J-Horn, man. We got it. Give us about 2-3 minutes. We'll be back on. We know y'all waiting to see the chosen one, baby.
King J-Horn, that's what I'm known as. Drake Star is the brand, yes, I own this.
Mo City, Texas, that's what my home is.
Where I'm at, you can bet that my throne is. I done fell behind, wasted so much time, giving all my attention to wrong shit. Went from broken, clueless, ain't know how to do this. Now I get it, whatever a phone is. I am a man, plus I am a guy. Made in this image is not a facade. I use my left hand, bitch, I'm different than I. Rolling one deep like I don't need a squad. Cause one cannot trust too many people. Why? We human and everybody don't mean well. I see the motives and all the bad energy, and that be why my circle small as hell. Niggas ain't tough, they just really afraid. Can't run a fade, but got choppers and K's, cause shit get
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir. We know we on CP time, baby. We know we on CP time, but it don't matter. The devil was trying to take away the joy of this episode today, but we not gonna let him. We not gonna let him. This is season 3, episode 5 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. I am the one, the only Vino Flight. I'm here with my dog, Rail, aka Petrie Perfect. What's going down, baby?
Nah, man, I want to go ahead and get to it because I need to address some of Ross's followers because they said he got people saying that they here for Daddy Ross, and I'm just trying to figure out what did he do? What does he be really doing on his channel?
Hey, listen, man, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I saw that too, but I was going, I digress. I was gonna wait for the for the man of the hour to be able to go ahead and address that. But you know what I'm saying?
We're going to have to address a couple things, but nah, man. Shout out to everybody that's pulled up. 45 people. Hit the claps right now, man. 45 people. Man, that's a record. We know that you all came over from Ross. We want to shout out Ross's community for coming and touching base with the Don't Cancel Me community. We're talking 98,000 subscribers that he is bringing to us today. So, we already know that everybody was going to pull up, show out for Ross, and we hope that y'all get some entertainment out of us today because we about to act a plum fool.
Absolutely. Once again, we can't thank Ross enough for being here, man. This is huge. We always looked up to him and what he's doing in his content, and he's where we want to be, and to be able to pick his brain, be able to chop it up with him, just to be able to have a good time. And shout out once again to I see somebody in the chat said the tribal chief Ross. Is that tribal? Is that the community name? Hold on, wait. Hashtag Ross Thick Poppy.
Oh boy, yeah. T-Sound said he know everybody going to the gulag when Ross get here.
Oh, everybody. Oh. So this is something that y'all just doing. Like Ross about to come in here and just flame that shit up. He about to say all that?
But I'm here for it though. I'm here for the ignorance today. That's what this show is about.
Somebody said that he twerked but deleted the video.
I see Mommy on one today.
Yeah, Mommy on one today because I see somebody saying it's a joke, but Mommy is the one that's saying Ross be twerking and everything.
And David Jr. just said it's the Clutch Squad. So that's the community that we got.
Clutch Squad.
That family is coming over with the Don't Cancel Me family. So it's like how when you about to get married and all the families got to meet, that's what this is today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both families coming together, man, to become one family today.
Yes, absolutely. First off, tell me about these shades though, bro, because is these the same shades from last week?
Man, it's the same shades for last week, but when you change up your outfit, they become a little flyer.
That's what it is.
These shades adjust by the outfit.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah. If I had on the muscle shirt, it wouldn't look the same. They look like Lokes. You remember Lokes? Lokes was real skinny, and they would go all the way and they'd be real black, but you thought you was cool. Everybody wanted to be Mexican. Everybody wanted to be Mexican when Lokes came out.
No, you're a fucking idiot. Who's the shirt by though? That look new.
Yeah. I want to go ahead and plug it real quick, man. I met this guy in the parking lot of Walmart today, and he walked up to me, man, and he wanted to talk to me about his brand, and we sat and we talked and we networked. I said, man, let me go ahead and get a shirt, Never Fold. I'm going to put all of his information in the description after the show. So y'all go out there and support Houston, Texas. Never fold, and the L is like a nigga doing this. So yeah, I don't want to do my arm because it don't look like this arm.
It's like the nigga doing this. Okay.
Yeah, it's a nigga doing this. I guess you call that flexing. But yeah, this is a dope shirt, man. And it was so clean. I had to get me one, man. And me and him gonna collab on some stuff, man. So shout out to I think it was Blessed. Blessed clothing was I think is what it was called. So
You said blessed?
Blessed, yeah.
Blessed. Well,
Yeah, and if I'm saying that wrong, like I said, I'm gonna put everything in the description. Like I said, I just met him today, so I might be saying it wrong. But y'all definitely go out there and support. This is a pretty dope shirt. I told him I was gonna put it on for tonight.
well, blessed. I love the brand. Love the brand, and I would love to support. I'll make sure I support. And also on that note, we are blessed to have the man of the hour, Ross.
Oh, yeah.
The chosen one is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and throw the claps on there right now, man. We have Ross in the building. Ross was going down, baby. It was going down.
Can we get the horn one time?
Going down, baby.
Can we get the horn
Come
one time?
on, man. The one, the only. Ross is in the motherfucking building, man. What's going down, baby?
What's going down with y'all, man? I appreciate y'all having me on, man. This has actually been in the making for quite some time. It just took the timing and preparation to happen, but I appreciate y'all having me on y'all platform, man. This is pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, man, we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Hey, Rail, man. Look, hit the horn one time, man. I'm just hyped, dog. I'm hyped. We finally got it going. You feel me?
Look, and Ross, I've already gave him his flowers enough, but I'm gonna give him his flowers on live television.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate because of you. For the first time, we got 68 people. Man, hit the clap.
Come on, man. What's going down, man?
Hey, look, and we was on Raw stream last night, y'all, and he had 1,000. So we gonna work our way up there, but we gonna live with 68. You know, right?
Hey, man,
right now we just gonna stick to where we at. You know what I'm saying? But no, we are so thankful, man. We about to have a good time today, but we need to address some of these comments of some of your followers.
Yeah. Because
why am I think you twerking? What's this twerking video everybody talking about? Somebody said something about you had a twerk video and you think it was deleted.
Definitely don't have a twerk video. Don't know what they talking about. The thing about my subscribers, man, they're some assholes. They know this to be
I
true.
love it.
They're some assholes, and that's what makes like our community what it is, even for like on the main page. Like they don't really care. Like the times where we fail, like I fail or try not to laugh, and I have to, for example, I had to wear the wig. I don't know if y'all saw that. I had to wear the wig or whatnot. When I say as soon as I posted the video, the memes, it's like niggas didn't have a 9 to 5. The memes was just instant. It was all on Twitter. It was all on Instagram. They were just flooding me. It was all on our personal Discord. Like I'm talking about niggas is coming up with memes in like 5 minutes as soon as I post a picture. And it's crazy because it's like, it's funny that someone took time out of their day to roast me, but at the same time, I appreciate that because we need that type of community when it comes to like how the world is now. Like I'm all for the jokes, you know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't getting real disrespectful, I'm all for the jokes. And that's how our subscribers are, bro. Like they don't care. They literally will not care. For example, we have a series called In the Clutch, Try Not to Last. And there's this one guy, he knows who he is. I'm not sure if he's in the chat. He goes by Angelo. The nigga literally found pictures that you wouldn't be able to find, but he was able to find them. I'm talking about he found pictures from my LinkedIn page. And I'm like, how? He was finding OG pictures and turning them into memes, old videos. I haven't danced in like fucking since like 2016. He's finding all these clips and memes, and he made it into a video. And honestly, that's one of the funniest like videos we've ever done because he took his time to find all these different things to roast each and every one of us. That's Trill Billy and my homie Dub, bro. I'm talking about old.
So it wasn't just you. He coming for everybody.
Yeah, he came for everybody. And it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, somebody could be, get butthurt about it, but like that shit's funny to me. Like
Right.
that shit is hilarious. So
Right.
if you see some wild stuff in the chat, see some stuff that you're probably confused by, it's probably because they're being them true selves. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
So, so they're
Like right now,
comfortable already.
yeah.
Okay,
They're
because
being their true
because
self.
mommy just said I appreciate you, Daddy Ross, and she or
Yeah, yeah.
okay, yeah, I mean because
I've
they
had
also
to
said
send
you
him
stayed
to
up
the
in club.
gulags.
Yeah,
I've
they
had to
said
send them to the
yeah.
gulags plenty of times, man. I just
Send
don't
that
pay
nigga
it.
to the-
Don't pay it no mind,
First off,
man.
let me appreciate. I gotta tell you how much I appreciate the fact that you just say I'm gonna send him to the gulag. Like that shit just live as fuck to me. That shit live as fuck.
It's just a normal. It's a normal
It's a
thing.
normal every day.
And it be the people that show the most support, and I'll be like, I gotta send you to the gulag.
I got to.
Know what you doing, and they'll be like, hey, bro, you had to do what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man.
The fact, I'm listening. Why everybody? All these people that's calling your daddy Ross, they must have came over from your OnlyFans page.
I don't even have a OnlyFans page. It's they know what they're doing.
They
they
spamming four in the chat.
Oh yeah, well,
Beating off.
it's an inside joke about the Forest situation. I made a mistake on a video. We're doing reaction to Jizzle Adonis, and then on the screen it showed 4, but on the video we were actually checking out was like the 5th part. So when I'm doing the intro, I was like, "Yo, we're gonna check out part 4," and then of course Dub was like, we're not on that video. We're on part 5 or whatever," and they just ran with the joke. This happened like last year, and it's a thing.
Hey man, drop your phones in the chat for
Hey,
Ross.
spam four in the chat, man.
Drop the phones in the
Hey,
chat
spam
one
the
time.
fours in the
Man.
motherfucking chat, man.
Hey, look, and I know, and for those, my connections and my friendship with Ross is always developed through mutual friend, my partner C-Sam, who is a friend of the show.
Shout out C-Sam.
I think he's in the chat somewhere. He's probably getting.
Yeah, he's in the chat.
He getting walked over with all the 4s.
No, he definitely is.
But he,
As a matter of fact, he just said he won a 4 for $4 from Wendy's.
That's cold, bro. Even my homies out. That's
the homies, dog. That shit crazy,
cold,
right?
bro. Cold man.
We this connection that we always going out. Man, Ross be always been cool, man. I always thought of myself as a cool brother. Ross is just like that, cool brother, just like Flight. We we ain't never met a stranger. We ain't, what I'm saying, long you ain't tripping, we cool. And now and I was thinking, I was talking to somebody at work today. I was talking to him, and I was saying how that's why you always be respectful and treat people with the highest honor, man, because you never know what somebody can do for you, man. And look at what God did for us today, man. We about to hey, and one thing I need to know about Ross is this is the best dancer I have ever been around.
Dog, what I'm telling you, bro. I went to OnlyPage, bro. And I told you, bro, I went through the wrestling reactions, which we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was like, I went to the funny reaction joints, but then I came across the whole playlist of dancing, and Rob's really out here, like really getting that shit, dog. Like he really be doing this shit, bro.
I look stupid right there.
What was
I look like I was beating off a ghost. Go ahead, Rob. My bad.
I mean, it's one of those things where shout out to the homie Dub.
Shout out Dub.
He's one of the people that really got me actually dancing on camera, because I've always since I've been in that since high school when I got to PV and stuff, I'm always dancing at the parties, because I mean that's just me. I grew up in that era of like going to parties and actually dancing and having fun. You know what I'm saying? Tidbit for all the fellas out there. That's a one way you could potentially, meet a chick, leave with something that night, potentially. If they see you having fun and having a good time, that's infectious. That energy is, it can carry over.
Hashtag free game.
You know what I'm saying?
Hashtag free game, chat.
That night. But more so for me personally, I was just dancing because I ain't trying to come to a party to be sitting here looking at everybody else looking at me. No, I'm trying to have a good time, pull up and just have fun. So it kind of transferred into video when Dub was like, "Yo, you should record yourself," and I was like record yourself dancing or have someone record you. I was like, I don't know, but he convinced me, and from there, it just took off or whatnot. And I met some cool people along the way in the dancing community just because I just was having fun. And
Yeah.
one of the things that people have asked me before is like, do I practice? Like I had practice, every now and then, but all that stuff is at the top of my head. Like whatever my body's feeling at that moment, that's what I'm gonna do. And so a lot of the stuff that you may see on videos in the past, there was no practicing.
The
Just
freestyle.
I was just straight off the dome.
I've been out with you, so I know. Once his song come on, Ross gonna get the moving. He gonna get to doing this. He gonna get to doing this. Then he gonna do the little something like that. I don't know what I can't do it because I'm not as good as he is.
All I know is I keep hearing how because I know how C-Sam get down. He be in that motherfucker rocking.
Yeah.
I mean, but dog, I can't imagine being in the spot with both of y'all, dog. Because I thought that I'd be thinking I'd be rocking a little bit. And then I saw C-Sam and I'm like, wait, this nigga really rocking, dog. Like y'all a different breed.
C-Sam be killing it, man. I think that's how we ended up. We met at Carrie's 90s party. I think that was the first time I met C-Sam. And he was hitting the 90s moves. I was hitting the 90s moves. We hit the Spider-Man meme, like you.
Yeah.
And then that was it, bro. It was the rest of his history. So yeah, man. I will say this, probably one of the coolest things that's happened from the dancing stuff is I'll never forget this. I was dancing somewhere, like I was trying to find a place to film, so I picked like one of the little lots by Pearland, like little shopping center. I picked like one of the little back lots or whatnot, and I was dancing to a Chris Brown song. And the security guy that was working over there, he's like, "You dance, bros?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Mind if I hop in the video?" I was like, "Shit, sure." So I did my thing. He hopped in the video. I tagged Chris Brown or whatever. Next thing I know, like maybe a few hours later, somebody hit me up like, "Yo, bro, Chris Brown just posted your video on his Instagram."
I remember that. Yeah.
I was like, "What?" And that shit was that shit was fucking cool as hell. I was like,
I definitely remember that.
I was like, all right, man. I felt a little bit accomplished that. Even when I look back at it now, it's cringe. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck was those moves? But at the time, I'm like, yo, man, that's what I'm saying. Chris Breezy reposted my shit, cuz
Man, it don't even matter. It don't even matter what the fuck the moves was. That is Chris Brown.
I have a question. The number one question I've always wanted to ask you, Ross, and C-Sam, because C-Sam has done this on numerous occasions. This is a real question.
Okay.
Why do dancers always dance with jackets and long sleeves on?
Because
you don't be hype.
Oh, I'll be sweltering.
I ain't lying, Flight. I ain't lying. He said smoking.
This is why I love when it's cold. Because when it's cold,
that's your season. You get it in.
This is my season, but like I don't know, it's just something about the aesthetics, you know what I'm saying? You have that jacket. If you want to incorporate some, moves with your jacket, now you can, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what it be. It's just more for like the aesthetics and like a lot of times I like to dance with my hat, so maybe I can incorporate a movement that you would see from the brim of my hat if I do or whatever. And I may not even do nothing with my hat, but it's just to have that option. But when it's cold, oh boy, I'm pulling out the Nike sweats, the fresh kicks, and a fresh hoodie. Oh, it's wraps. Because I can go all day now. Because guess what? It's cold outside. I ain't really sweating. Let's go.
That's your season. That's your season.
But when it's hot,
I can't wait for winter time.
Yeah,
nigga can't. Oh boy, nigga gonna go out at all. That's why I get so much content in the summertime. That's why. Hey man, let me I'm fat. So when I start dancing, I do the opposite. I take my clothes off.
Yeah, man. Bro,
I end up in a busted shirt.
It's plenty of times, bro.
This nigga getting naked in the motherfucking clothes.
Hey, I've been there hitting the worm.
It's been plenty of times I had to, I come from the club or whatever, my shit drenched. I'm like, oh, whoop, I had a good time. I had my workout, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it's really like a kind of a cheat code for me. A lot of times, if I'm drinking and I know I'm about to be lit, I start turning the fuck up on the dancing because I'm gonna sweat that shit out sober.
It made up a whole chemical equation.
Simple, bro. Every
Paying
time
attention in biology.
you notice, every time if we've ever been out or whatever, and there's drinks flowing, and I'm still good somehow, it's because I boogied that shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? I danced that
Nigga
shit
say
away.
boogie.
I danced
That's
that
how
shit
you know.
away.
That's how you know a nigga cutting the rug. That nigga got
Your boogie on. Come here, nephew.
that nigga boogie.
Let me show you how we used to do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. So
shit.
that's for tidbit for the dancers out there. If you want to stay sober, you know what I'm saying?
Boogie
go
that
ahead,
motherfucker out.
boogie, stretch first, you know, because probably definitely gonna be you know what I'm saying, a little sore.
Especially if it's
afterwards.
winter.
Yep. And then get to work. You feel me? So, yeah.
So
Nigga got a whole that nigga got a plan. I might have to remember that shit next time.
that,
Yeah, bro. Just to hit hey, bro, if you know, they be playing the line dances, bro. That shit can get you, you know, that shit get hot after doing them line dances
yeah.
20 times. If you do a line dance and you start to feel yourself getting lit, do a line dance. If they play the song, you know what I'm saying? And then you good. You can get back to drinking.
What's your go-to line dance?
Shit. What's the you know what it is, the Never Let You Go, the one they
Oh,
did
the
remake.
Beyonce.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not the Beyonce, the original.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that one always gets the blood flowing. It gets the party going because you can really kind of figure out what type of vibe like the women are on if they
Yeah.
start hitting that shit. Because you'll have the ones that's just on their phone to look pretty or whatnot, and then you'll have the ones that ain't got no rhythm but they there to have a good time, and then you'll have the ones got all the rhythm
The ones.
and they there to have a good time.
The ones.
The ones, yeah.
That's them real thick aunties. They got the short haircut.
Yeah. They rode up in a slingshot with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. With a bald nigga that's swole with some glasses on.
Bro, the depiction, you
Nigga,
spot on,
what?
bro.
They got a short sleeve button down on.
Yep, you spot on. You spot on, man.
Hey, for me, I got two. That's the Cupid Shuffle and the Cha-Cha Slide because I can't dance and they come with instructions.
I mean, that's
To the left, to the left, to the left. Oh, thank you, because I wouldn't know what to do.
That's an easy one. That you can't go wrong with that. Cha-cha.
Cha-cha now, y'all.
Can't go wrong with that one, man.
man.
You can't go wrong with that one, man.
Hey, now, real talk though. I will say the country though. When I go to whiskey to the country club, the Copperhead Road will get me out my seat every single time, bro.
Hey, that hoe be hitting, especially when I went to school in Oklahoma. That's all you heard everywhere. So you know what I'm
Copperhead
saying?
Road?
Copperhead Road. Boy, you hear it. Dum, dum. Hey, you know, them boots get to stomping and everything. You know what's happening. You know what's about to happen. You know what's about to happen.
Because the Copperhead Road start off with you slamming your feet a couple times. That's how you know it's about to give you time to get from the bar and get to the dance floor.
Yeah.
Hey, so and like as you all know, Ross is in this content creation world that we are in, and of course
Shout out Tom, baby. Tom, I see you,
better,
baby.
and we're striving to get
Appreciate
to where
you being
he is
here,
so that
Tom.
we can and continue to grow as well. So bro, so of course, just like I'm sure like a lot of people, bro, you started from nothing on the content grind. So my question to you, bro, is how was you able to grow from where you are, from where you were to where you are?
Okay. Well, really, again, shout out to the homie Dub, bro. Like,
Shout out to Dub.
Dub is really the inspiration that started a lot of this. When it started with the original page, it was me, Dub, Tribilly, and it was actually more of us, supposed to be more of us. And we was just, just linking up, like checking, doing reactions. Because we found ourselves always checking out videos, but we just never recorded ourselves. Like we was doing that before the camera was on. So he came up with the idea to go ahead and give it a try. So when we actually did or whatnot, we started, getting views, and we just kept going. Like any little thing that happened, like say we got our first 100 views, we celebrated. I'll never forget when we got our first video that reached over 10,000 views. It was a Hodge twin video, and we literally threw a party. Like it was just me, Trill Dub, his wife, and we turned up. You know what I'm saying? We ordered us some pizza, had some wings, and we threw a party because damn, we had 10,000 views on one video. And then we just kept going. We kept consistently dropping stuff. It wasn't more so of like, oh, getting discouraged because not every video got 10,000 views. It was just we kept being ourselves. People kept rocking with it, and then we kept going. And it got to the point where it was like, oh, now we're getting a fan base. I believe our first year actually recording, we reached 5,000 subscribers at the end of 2017 in December, and that was awesome. I'm like, oh shit! And when we got to January, we had started booming even more. We had got to 10,000 by the end of January, and it just kept going from there. So it comes down to what we found worked for us is really us being ourselves and us kind of staying true to that because sometimes people do certain stuff for views and clicks. We see it all the time, but we didn't want to be those guys. We wanted it to be like we just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to me start my personal page. And shout out to the homie Dub. He was the person that was like, yo, bro, I think you should start your own page. And I've had YouTube. Like I've been had a YouTube. I actually the videos y'all probably won't be able to see because I privated them, but I've actually had this channel, my YouTube page since like 2007. I used to upload band videos because I was in the band or whatever. So he was like, yo, bro, just start up your page. And in my mind, I didn't think I could hold a channel by myself or whatnot. And he was like, bro, just give it a shot. Just try it. So I was like, all right, cool. Tried it. I went and got me a lamp from Walmart. I used my iPhone camera, got a tripod from Walmart. I had a microphone that we was already using, and I went from there or whatnot. And it was I think I had got me a laptop or whatnot because I needed a new one for editing, and I didn't really have the funds like that, so I took out some credit to get that or whatnot. But it was I knew this was something I was gonna need to get to where I need to get. So when I started doing my videos and stuff like that, I really was just focusing on things that I like. And shout out to Dub's wife Nisha. She came up with the channel name, Kicking It with Ross. And I was like, all right, cool. I like that. So everything that you saw on my channel in the early days was just me doing stuff that I liked. That was it. And it was to the point where I started to realize something analytically. When I started talking about the wrestling stuff, that's when things started to really go in a upper trajectory. Because I was one of the first people to bring up the wrestling stuff to the main page. I was like, yo, we need to check out some of these wrestling things because I was still in the wrestling. I wasn't like as big, but I kind of knew what was going on. So once I started seeing the wrestling reactions and stuff like that start to take off, I was like, I may have something here. And from then, it was more of so like, this is something that I already do off camera. Let me just put it on camera.
Right.
And that's it. Literally everything that you see that's on camera, I was checking out, what I'm saying, on a regular basis on my lunch break type shit. So once that started going crazy and people started actually like, I guess you could say, appreciating my opinion, whether some people would agree, some people would disagree, but they'd be like, yo, bro, I I've started watching wrestling again because of you. And I was
Right.
like, yo, really? It's like, yeah, bro. I
That's
started
wild.
watching it again because of your takes and your perspective on stuff. So once that started to really take off, I just kept going because I was like, this is my niche. This is my lane that I'm for the most part, I have some type of knowledge in it, and it's something that I appreciate, and it's something that I rock with. You feel me? I've always rocked with it. I've had my moments where I stopped watching wrestling because of other stuff, but now that is really kind of taken off for me, is like this could really turn into something that could really blow up, and from there it is taking off, and it's been a really truly a blessing, bro. So that's really what it was. It was just hard work, dedication, and just not giving up. Like even when if I'm not getting the views, I'm still gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's something I love to do. It's not a job for me. It is a job, but it's more of I love to do it because I have a true passion about it, and people see that on the screen. And once they see that you have passion for something, even if it's similar to their passion, they're gonna want to come back because oh shit, he doesn't come off like oh he's just money or doing this for clout. He's doing this because he loves wrestling or he loves this. I love it too. Shit, I rock with this guy, and that's how it happened, man. Literally how it happened, bro.
That's listen, y'all. That's the whole story of Ross of this version of Ross, y'all. So that was pretty dope. You know, if something stuck out to me, you said that you wrestling was your niche.
Yeah, it's my niche, man.
And I seen somebody in the chat earlier say, I want to address it. I am paying attention, y'all. I know it's coming.
Yeah.
We it's a lot to read. We haven't had to read like this before, so it's a lot to read. But we are definitely keeping up. And somebody asked us, do we watch wrestling as well, or I would say I don't watch it now, but I did as a kid. Wrestling is a huge part of my childhood. Right. Wrestling, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, that is like one of them core. Staples in my life. Growing up with the '90s era and all that stuff, it was always special. You couldn't wait to get in front of in front of TV, watching Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. The Rock basically created SmackDown. Yeah. I kind of remember that. He's I'm gonna lay it to smack it down, and look, boom, it took off. So what is it about wrestling that gets you going?
I want to say it's the stories, it's the characters. I mean, let's be honest. People love drama. Right. Love a good guy and a bad guy, a heel and a face. That's a story that in all forms of media will never die because people want to root for somebody. People also want to boo somebody. That's just natural human instinct. So it was all about the characters that really sold me. Like when we grew up or whatnot, the characters made the shows. Even if the matches weren't the best, cared about the character because they were so interesting and they kind of took you away from what was happening, in your everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like you could kind of live vicariously through them or whatnot. So what kind of drew me to wrestling? Characters, you know what I'm saying? Just how they would set up certain storylines with The Rock or Triple H or how you would have a feud over this championship and it would get so personal that motherfuckers would start going through tables, ladders get broken, steel chairs get brought out, people bleeding and shit. And I'm like, let's get this shit going. I'm there. I'm here. Right. Even though I wasn't supposed to be watching it, I'm here now. You got me. You know what I'm saying? So that's really one of those things where it's like characters have always been the thing that for me personally has brought me to wrestling and has kept me around as of late. If there's some good characters and good booking decisions, hey, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what kind of brought me to the dancing.
Real quick, Flight. I want to let everybody know 8:15. We taking our first round of shots. 8:15. I need y'all to get pull your shots up. Get your glasses full. If you're not gonna take a shot, you're gonna drink. Come on, we're taking our first shot at 8:15. I think.
Caught me by surprise.
Go ahead, Flight. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that caught me by surprise. I mean,
I was gonna do
I got it right here. I mean,
is that the Lobos? Is that the Lobos?
Hey man, hey.
Shout out to
shout out Lobos. Lobos, y'all know what it is. We
Lobos tequila.
Yeah, you know what it is, Lobos.
We see you, bro.
Lobos, we'll talk later. We'll talk later.
So you talk about the characters, and I definitely agree with that. And for those who don't know, we're about to go into the wrestling segment of the show. The characters were so dynamic, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you said something very, very
yes, sir, Tom. You see the T?
You want a hero, you want a villain. But WWE was so good because they can make you cheer and boo the same person just in a different year.
Yep.
The Rock has been the most electrifying man. He has been booed. He has his moment. Triple H, he's loved, he's hated. Everybody has it. It's amazing how the WWE can do that. So I remember seeing you had a post, y'all, and he had and you need to go watch it, y'all. I'm probably gonna spoil it today. I'm sorry, but the 10 greatest WrestleMania matches of all time.
My personal opinion, yeah.
Your personal opinion. But you're the expert on the show today.
His opinion.
He's the expert, so we're gonna go with what he say. And I was waiting on you to say a particular match.
Okay.
I have not watched that many WrestleManias. We was poor. We didn't have pay-per-view growing up. I wanted to watch it so bad, and I probably watched the King of the Ring. That was the only thing I've ever watched. And I was waiting on you to say the Brock Lesnar versus the Undertaker when the Undertaker lost.
Yeah.
So I was getting ready to write it in my notes, like, oh, I need to talk to him about this. But then you ended up addressing it. Because for those who don't know, the Undertaker was undefeated at WrestleMania, and it was crazy. My first time ever going to a live wrestling event, I get to see all my heroes. I saw Stone Cold that night. I saw Hulk Hogan. I saw who?
The Rock was there.
The Rock came. I saw everybody. Triple H. I seen him fight. Everything about that night was perfect, but I seen the Undertaker lose. And in all the years of WrestleMania history, I can say the one time I've ever been, I was probably at one of the most historic WrestleManias of all time. But your number one was the main event from that night. And when I had to sit and think about it, I remember walking in Bourbon Street that night, bro. And people are like, yes, it was a movement. I never knew anything about Daniel Bryan before then, but I was cheering for him. I think he had to beat Triple H first. And then he had to fight. He had two fights that night. He had two fights that night, and I became I'd never seen him after that. But I was in the street. Yes. It was a movement. So I definitely say, bro, that is a dope list of what you have. But how many?
I didn't even take my shot, Chad. Let me take my shot.
I've never been to a wrestling show.
What?
Not yet. I've never been to a wrestling show yet, man.
Wow.
That is a plot twist.
Wait. Even the ones like they had like what, maybe 2 or 3 in Houston?
The Shawn Michaels Undertaker, which was on his list as well.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I watched them online. Obviously, you know, at the time I wouldn't. I didn't have the funds to be paying for these, maintenance and stuff like that. So, shout out to. Well, I ain't gonna shout them out, but if you know, there's certain websites that held your boy down for.
Shout out to them websites.
Shout them out.
Yeah, not gonna shout them out, but to this day, them websites have been clutch as hell.
Just gonna call them websites.
That's how I was able to watch them. Now I do it legit now or whatever. Got a couple of change in my pocket, so I can.
My nigga got the WWE network now. Got the network.
But that's usually I would just watch them at home or whatnot. I didn't really just have the funds to go to a show, but that's going to be changing relatively soon.
Oh yeah, I bet.
We just got to make the time and set up the scheduling for it. But nah, I've never actually been to a live event. Definitely want to, and to get that experience at least once in my life.
That was where my mindset, because at that time I had stopped watching wrestling, but I mean I had an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl of wrestling, and it was right down the way in New Orleans, and man, it's just crazy to see these stuff. When the glass break, Stone Cold. I think he came out on a 4-wheeler that night, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he talked. I think he just rolled around and then left.
No, he talked. He was the
did he
first
talk that night?
It was him, Hulk Hogan, and The Rock, and they was all in the first segment of the show.
I remember all of them. He did. You're right.
Yeah, that was the first. That was probably the greatest opening to a WrestleMania. I was like, what the? I got goosebumps. I was at home. I'm like, hey yo, what the? Hey yo,
I was like this. My hands was on my head the whole time because we didn't know The Rock was gonna be there. I think it was Hulk Hogan and somebody in the ring at first, and then all you hear, if you smell, it was like
Hulk Hogan.
I nearly fell out my seat. I nearly fell out. Let me tell y'all something. The Rock. Let me tell y'all something. If I ever meet The Rock in person at 31 years old, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to lose my mind.
I think a lot of people will.
Oh, bro, I don't care, bro. I'm gonna ask that nigga for a hug.
I'm gonna just say in the millions. I just want to see if he gonna say it again.
Hey, that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit used to be so fucking live when he would have his whole little segment where he just talking to the crowd, dog. That shit. I used to, bro. What?
The Rock
has come back. Yeah, bro. That shit was so live, bro.
He is me and Cuz were talking about this yesterday. The Rock is literally the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. He went from being a superstar wrestler to the #1 blockbuster actor. Like that is crazy. Like to see where the Rock. I said, I'm so proud of him. I feel like I know him.
Different.
I am so proud of like where he and I see John Cena's kind of following that footsteps, which was so big when they came back together. And that was when I kind of started getting back into it. Cause I was like, I gotta see the Rock. I gotta see my favorite verses. Cause I remember John Cena when he rapped. Yo, 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 the big show is slow.
Yeah.
Knocking me and my brother, no lie. And Ross, I don't know if this was you too. Me and my brother, no lie. After he would have his, like he would come out, he would do his freestyle because he had bars.
Yeah.
John Cena had some bars.
Yeah, they
would go.
They were serviceable. They got the
Hey, come on, don't, you're not gonna do him like that, bro. So
serviceable. I'm not gonna sit up there. Hey, put on that new John Cena, bro.
John Cena featuring Future.
No, I'm not about to do that.
Featuring
But
Future.
they work for the time period. It worked.
You're right. And we would go on the website because the WWE website would post his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go and print the lyrics out so that way we can analyze the bars and we can say them at school the next day. No lie, bro. I don't know my brother in the chat, but no lie, we would do that, bro. They had his full lyrics of whatever he said that night transcripted onto the website. And that was back when the internet was like, that was that kind of internet too.
Yeah, the dial up. Yeah. Good times, man. Good times in just wrestling and just in media in general. It was just
the Attitude Era was legendary.
So let me ask you this. I mean, and I guess I can kind of gauge the answer by hearing that little part. But what do you? Go ahead.
No, we passed. We passed our shot time.
oh yeah.
I muted and told the chat on the side that I was like, I ain't take my shot yet, and I took it. But I'll take another one, you feel me?
No, that's okay. Me and Ross will catch up.
There you go.
Hey, Lobo.
Oh, shoot. Oh, God dang it. I got it all over me.
Hey, Lobos, we'll talk.
Woo, shit.
Hold on. Before I get into the question, what you sipping on over there, Ross?
Oh, yeah. What you got?
The Rock's
The
tequila.
Rock tequila? That Terramana? Yeah.
Terramana, man.
So you got LeBron.
Yeah, that's
LeBron, The Rock, and Diddy.
Yeah, that's my
The Rock as usual.
That's my fiance's drink of
Cheers
choice.
to
That
everybody,
Terramana.
man.
Cheers, though. Cheers.
Cheers to everybody that's in here. Cheers to everybody.
I don't want to use two hands on this bottle because it's small. $200 at the club. This is what you get.
Facts.
All right, man.
Go ahead, Fly. What you about to say?
So like I was saying, I can pretty much gauge. I think I've figured out what your answer will be. But as far as eras of wrestling, what is your favorite era of wrestling? Is it what we grew up on? Is it like that? Is it like now?
Before?
Or is it like when like The Rock was leaving and like the John Cena's was coming in? Or like what was your favorite era?
Even Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
If you went back and watched them.
Even back then, like back in Hulk's prime, Ric Flair's prime.
This is a very good question. I've thought about this plenty of times. Honestly, the answer would be my favorite era. It has to be the era I grew up in.
Right.
It's the Attitude Era. But the best era?
Yeah.
Best era wrestling wise and what they were doing, in a sense, I would give it to the Ruthless Aggression Era. The Ruthless Aggression Era had some fucking crazy ass matches, crazy ass wrestling. That's part of, you know what I'm saying, the Eddie Guerreros, you know what I'm saying? That's the John Cena's, that's the Brock Lesnar.
Chris Benoit. No, that was before. Is that before? He was more with us.
Chris Benoit was part of the Attitude Era, but he really started getting over in the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Yeah.
But my favorite still will probably be the Attitude Era, because once again, I'm a kid, and I will never forget WrestleMania 17. It's one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time. WrestleMania 17 in Houston, Texas, in the Astrodome.
Yeah.
I'll never forget watching that TLC match, and I'm just, as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? These niggas can't be human. We got Matt and Jeff Hardy just killing each other, people flying through tables, and it was surreal. And then having Stone Cold align himself with Vince McMahon, and I was like, damn, I want to boom, but it's fucking Stone Cold. I love that nigga, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's Stone fucking Cold, man.
You got JR going crazy, like, bro.
No, the number one commentator of all time.
All right, man.
Greatest commentator of all time.
Greatest commentator
all
across everything, man. He got to get
Chris Collinsworth.
He got to get his roses, man. He got to.
He's the greatest commentator of all time. But both eras were fantastic. Both eras are fantastic. But for me personally, just off of bias opinion, growing up, love the Attitude Era. Fucking one of my favorites. I find myself watching old clips just when they pop up in my timeline, just like, bro.
Good times.
You know what I'm saying?
Good
just like,
fucking
damn,
times.
bro. Like, I'm talking about, and then I have this ongoing joke right now. Like equal rights, equal fights. Back then, women was catching the beats. I am not one of those people that, you know, I'm all for women catching beats on some like domestic shit. No, I'm talking about on a wrestling tip, women were catching the beats. And we
That's the McMahon stay getting slapped.
Bro, I'm talking about boys was catching stunners, boys was catching fucking
the sweet chin.
Sweet chin music.
Yeah.
It was fair game for everybody.
Did they put Betty White through a table, right?
Yes.
It wasn't Betty White. It was what's her name?
It was
her name is fuck.
But you know, I thought it was Betty. I thought Betty made an appearance. I get all old white women confused.
Damn, I can't think of her name. But yeah, 3D put her through the table off the top of the stage. Mae Young. It was Mae Young.
Yeah.
And
okay. I remember that name. Yeah, I remember that name.
Young. Yeah, so
anybody could get it. You're absolutely right.
Anybody can get it. But
I was literally just watching a video of yours where you was talking about that equal rights, equal fights, and it was the beginning. It was literally the start of the video where you showed like a clip of what you were about to react to. Of I don't know who it was. I think it was like an old match. Yeah. And somebody just kicked the dog shit out of this lady.
I know
and you jumped and you said, oh shit, that's when you put up equal rights, equal fights. It's like, bro. But I just thought about that shit because they used to get their ass beat.
Yeah, nah, it was fair. Hey, don't let it be a chick cost me my WWE championship next week. Come out here. Come on, let's talk.
We
gonna talk. We gonna talk, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna like, hey, I just want you to know one thing. Hit it with it. That's it. That's it. And I'm walk out. I'm walking out. I ain't got nothing else. I got my run back. I got my ones with you, and now I'm gonna move on to do what I gotta do. Does that make me a heel? Probably fucking so. But guess what, man? Hey, man, don't screw me on my championship, my nigga. Like, and that's one of the things I always said, bro. I couldn't do this wrestling shit because them niggas will send me to jail. Because, bro, there was too many times in the storyline, nigga get screwed out of the championship. And he busted open. He getting jumped. He getting just fucking footprints on his face and shit. And next week, nigga coming out calm and shit. Nah, bro. I'm not even gonna wait till you get to the ring. I'm gonna attack you in the backstage, bro. Like when you put in your bags.
Like
when
we
you
really
your
fight.
bags into,
really get to it.
Don't let me find the wrestling's deadliest weapon, a steel chair in the back. Because there's plenty of them. I'm picking that bad boy up. Hey, yo, Triple H. There we go. It's done.
It's done.
Done. 10 stars.
You just made me think about something.
hey, yo, Triple H. Hey, yeah, man.
When you said Triple H, you made me think about something. Why Triple H the only one that went and grabbed the sledgehammer under the ring? Why nobody else think to decide to grab that? They skip over the sledgehammer. They skip over the machete to grab the chair.
I don't know why. I don't know. If I know the nigga uses fucking Home Depot appliance, like tools and shit. Best believe before the match start, I'ma, slide me something under that table. It's probably gonna be a bat wrapped in barbed wire.
Gonna be a nail gun for me, nigga. I'm a nail gun. I'm hitting them. I'm hitting them easy.
You know what I'm saying? But, to the chest. We're not supposed to be in wrestling, so we're here to watch and entertain. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, and that's why we won't be in there because we murderers. We'll be killers. But so I know I had prepared a list, and I wanted you to know. I wanted you to rank. I wanted you to judge my list, and I want you to give my list a letter grade.
Okay.
Just like school, A, B, C, D. I know I ain't gonna get no F.
What's this list?
Boy, you about to say E.
Yeah, I was about to say E. That's conduct. E is conduct. It's not great. I never got E's. This list is the top 5 wrestlers. My personal list of the top 5 wrestlers of all time.
Okay.
I'm gonna name them, and I just give like a quick sentence why. Number 5, Randy Orton.
Okay.
For me, Randy Orton gets at number 5 because I don't have this list prepared, but to me, Randy Orton has the number 1 finishing move of all time.
RKO.
The RKO is the coldest move of all because you can hit that you can go here, you can go there, you can spin around and hit him with this. No matter what, you can jump off the top rope and hit him with the RKO. I've seen other people jump off the ropes and he hit him with the RKO. That's the coldest finishing move of all time. Number 4, Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
They think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. Hey, he got the coolest theme song.
Hey, motherfucker had a swagger, bro. I think I had a swagger,
maybe if I made a top 10 list, he would have his finish move. That's Sweet Chin Music is. This is where the list get hard for me. Number 3, I had to put him here, and I didn't really want to, but this is the final list. Number 3 is The Undertaker.
Okay. I mean, that's
the coldest mofo to walk the planet Earth. He's legendary. He like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I know he not to my number one, but I know he is Michael Jordan of the WWE.
Yeah, nah.
Number 2, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, I know what number 1 is.
Yeah, we all know what number 1 is. It's very obvious. He hinted at it earlier.
Can I finish my list, fellas? Can I do my list?
Go ahead.
I didn't intervene with y'all.
Go ahead, finish it.
Let me do my list.
We know what number 1 is. We know.
It might be a plot twist. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We know what number 1 is.
Stone Cold was just he was just cold. I still when I see Stone Cold, I seen this nigga drinking a mahi or something. I don't know if you've seen that, Ross. He had like some kind of show. He did like a mahi. He was drinking something. I forgot what he was on, and he still scares me. Stone Cold is the coldest mofo, and he's one of the people who are hero villain. I never booed Stone Cold.
It's Stone fucking Cold.
I never booed Stone Cold. No matter what, he was always the hero.
Facts.
And number 1, man, it's a plot twist. Plot twist alert. Y'all thought y'all knew what it was. Number 1. It's that guy, Dr. Dwayne Johnson, man.
There wasn't no plot twist.
You're trying to give him his government name and shit.
I thought about putting the Rock at 2 to throw y'all off, but I could. Like I said earlier, he's just the most electrifying man. And when he came on screen, he's the only person I can say in WWE that gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
You know
every time he makes an appearance.
You know who's one person? I mean, you probably was just naming WW, and for me, I don't know how y'all feel. I'm just so used to watching wrestling when back in childhood days when it was WWF. I can't really just bring myself to call it WWE. I don't know why. Just how it is. I just know it as WWF. But I also dabbled when I first started watching wrestling. I started watching like was it Monday Night Nitro or whatever, WCW. Yeah. But the person who really got me tuned in, the 2 wrestlers that really got me tuned in was Sting
obviously.
And Goldberg.
Yep, that sound about right.
Those were the 2 wrestlers that really got me locked in. And then I found out about WWF and I took off. But Goldberg and Sting were the 2, and then like when they had their whole little story of NWO, and then they had the whole NWO like Red and Black, or what was the, I don't know the official name, but then they had Kevin Nash and then Sting went over there, and it was a whole thing, and then it was like a whole thing with like Diamond Dallas Page and Booker T, and then Karl Malone came up out of nowhere, and
WCW, they definitely had some fantastic moments. Once Hulk Hogan turned heel for the first time ever and joined, and they created NWO, it was over. That was raps. Them niggas, they had it. NWO,
the New World Order,
that was different, bro. That was on a whole new level of like, okay, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like these niggas is transcending wrestling. Like fucking Dennis Rodman fucking left the playoffs, finished the game to go wrestle with the NWO. Who does that in the middle of a playoff series? All right, we got the win. I'll see you niggas later. I gotta go to WCW.
Not just like a we just make a playoff run. We probably not gonna win. Like, no, these niggas was championship bound, won the championship that year, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga left to go and wrestle.
Mm-hmm. Wrestle,
like
bro.
with NW. Yeah, man. That shit different.
That was a different time period. That's when wrestling was at its peak, bro. When they were getting like they were rivaling like Monday Night Football. They were getting that type of numbers weekly.
Yeah,
I'm talking about 10, 11 million people watching weekly.
I keep it a stack with you. I didn't even know like
Rest in peace, Scott Hall, of course.
Like yeah, absolutely. Monday Night Football was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was just Sunday and that was it.
And
Monday night was Monday night. It was Nitro and Raw. That's all I remember. That's all I remember. I never remember Monday Night Football ever. That's probably like wrestling. Okay, so now I just thought of a question. What do you think is the reason why wrestling hit that? Because it's still popping. I mean, I see a lot of people. And then obviously with your community and everything. And I mean, there may be some people in your community, some people outside of it that watch you. They may say that you might be single-handedly keeping that shit alive on the lowest of keys. On the lowest of keys, you know what I'm saying? And I know you wouldn't say that. You're a very humble guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know what you bring to the table as well. But what do you think? What do you think is the reason why wrestling kind of took that, I guess, for lack of better terms, that downward slope when they were just popping, when they were actually having better numbers than Monday Night Football, which is crazy to say now in this time and age.
I think what changed when people started to realize that it wasn't real. Because what wrestling always was sold on the premise that it was right. That's how it started. No one knew that people were actually working with it. Right. The only reason why that even got out is because of Vince McMahon was dealing with the scandals of steroids. So he had to now you gotta
I forgot about that too.
You gotta have to actually go before a judge and say, yo, this is not really real. This is all predetermined, boom, 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 boom. So once people started figuring that out, people started not watching it. Because once people found out the storylines and stuff was predetermined, people, I'm not watching that fake shit. I'm done. And also at the same time, wrestling wasn't as popular anymore. I think more so reality TV was starting to really take off and stuff like that.
Which is the same thing.
Yeah, which is really the same thing. So, it's once people started realizing it was fake or whatnot, and then the storylines weren't just as good as they used to be, or maybe they were doing certain things like, to try to gain that attention, but it didn't come off well. And then just in general, people just stopped watching wrestling as much. People just didn't care for it as much, or it's like, I'd rather watch this, or I'd rather check this out. And it definitely dropped it down. But the thing about wrestling, even though people know like a lot of the storylines are predetermined and stuff like that, people will still tune in, especially if there's something that kind of grabs their attention or whatnot. And once social media became a thing, that really kind of it helped wrestling a little bit, but also it kind of hurt the business, because now people can sit up there and check your social media. For example, I don't know how many times we thought motherfuckers was dead on the show. Like I remember when
oh my God, so many times
when Triple H was trapped in the DX bus and Stone Cold blew that motherfucker up, and you thinking, oh no, he killed him or whatnot. And yet, even though next week he would be on the show, but nowadays all you got to do is check that nigga dead. Oh, this nigga just posted a picture with his family. This nigga ain't dead. This is what they call kayfabe being dead. Kayfabe being dead. That's what they're calling that. Where people, because wrestlers back in the day, and the Undertaker is one of the biggest people that used to do this. They stayed in character. in public all the time. That's what you call keeping kayfabe alive, because they wanted to keep the business intact. So a lot of people, when they would see the Undertaker, he was in character all the time, and a lot of the wrestlers were. So if they were a bad guy, they were going to be an asshole in public. If they were a good guy, they would sign your autographs. That's how they kept kayfabe alive. But once social media got into the mix, that's when it started dying, and that's when it's like not many people would be like, "Oh, well, ain't real," because you know what I'm saying, you just taking a picture with a nigga that just ran you over with a car last week. What the fuck is going on? You know? So,
I feel that.
That's a good point you made. Because I thought about something when you said that. Because if I met the Undertaker in real life and this nigga was getting his feet done,
that would fuck you up.
I would be really upset. I would really, if this nigga getting his feet done with a margarita,
that would fuck you up with it.
It would mess me up. I found out when wrestling was fake. It broke me. I didn't care about the Tooth Fairy.
It broke me
I didn't care about
too.
Tooth Fairy. I didn't care about no Santa Claus. I didn't care about none of them. I don't care, mama. Thank you. But when wrestling was fake, it broke my spirit. And it's similar to what you said. Like, to me, it still hurts nowadays a little bit.
I wouldn't, and I don't want to use the word fake, because at the end of the day, there are moves where they get hurt. The outcomes of the matches are predetermined unless you go fucking off the rails and go into business for yourself, which is very unprofessional. But I wouldn't say they're fake. Some of the moves they do is more of an optical illusion. So sometimes they're not really hitting somebody with their fists and stuff like that, because you would obviously legit hurt somebody. But there's certain spots, certain situations that are real, and you can't avoid that. Like taking a suplex, can't fake that. That's gravity, and that's a ring.
Yeah.
Falling through a table, can't fake that. Getting hit with a chair, can't fake that. Falling through fire, can't fake that. That's real things that they're willing to put their body through. So if anything, for me personally, once I found out that it wasn't like the storylines weren't truly real, it made me respect them even more, because a motherfucker is willingly jumping off a 16-foot ladder to crash down onto the floor on
to
top
entertain you.
Yeah, that's just...
willingly. That is insane to me, and that's why I respect all wrestlers that do it, even if they're minor, like if they're in the independent scene, or major. They get to WWE or AEW or wherever. I'ma always show respect, because bro, like, you can't pay me no goddamn money to jump off a ladder.
Nah,
fuck that. I'm good, bro.
Fuck all that. Real, go ahead and address
that. Jose in the chat just said something. I was waiting on Ross to finish, because I was about to say the exact same thing.
Yes.
It broke my heart when I found out they wasn't really brothers. That broke my heart, because it was such a good character thing. And I was gonna say this before you was telling about when you went to the fake. It still kind of hurts me a little bit when I hear them old wrestlers like Undertaker and them. I be watching a lot of that stuff. Like, I think he has a show or something. Yeah. And I be watching it, and you hear them talk about it, and they be like, "Yeah, in that match, I had to tell him, hey, let's go home." And it's like, wait, all this is happening where I'm thinking it was, and like they're literally out there tapping each other. They got like little different symbols and like codes, like I'm making up something, but cherry house means, hey, let's wrap it up. They whisper to each other in the grapple or something. When I found stuff out like that, it kind of hurt a little bit. Just a little bit.
They're telling a story, bro. They're telling a story, and you would never know unless it was told to you.
Right. I would never known that about the Undertaker.
Right.
Like, I'm about to kill you with the transition right here.
Ooh.
I'm taking your role today for one. Hey, I'm killing with the transition right here.
Go ahead, brother.
Wrestling was fake, but some of them finishing moves wasn't.
Oh, let me hit the horn on their ass one time. I fuck with that one.
This is where I want to end with our wrestling conversation, because some of these finishing moves, some of these like the Stone Cold Stunner look like it hurts. Even when you faking it. The Rock used to sell it. He used to flip all out the ring.
Yeah, it definitely it's more of the visual. Like, it's just hypertension on your neck. It's more of the visual.
I don't like how you said hypertension. I don't like how you made it medical.
It's more of who's selling it that makes it work.
Right.
Whoever sells it.
Okay. Can I? The Rock. That was my only thing. With the Rock.
Let's sell them stunners, man.
I do, like, to this day, I wouldn't mind watching a whole compilation of Stone Cold stunning the fuck out the Rock. But the way he tried to sell that shit, he would hit the ground, back on the ground, pop back up, hit some type of zombie walk and do some shit like this, fall, hop back up on one knee, go ahead and do some type of jig and shit, fall back down, hop back, like, bro, like, right, okay, brother. We get it. You feel me?
Somebody
we
hit
got
him with a
it.
finishing move, and this nigga just stood there. Who was that, Rob? Somebody hit him with something. The Rock just stood there. He was like this the whole time.
Stunner. Yeah, he is.
Oh, it was a stunner. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
stunner.
it's the stunner, bro. It was the only time he went above and beyond the Call of Duty. It was just way too much. You feel me? Like, I just didn't understand. You know what I'm talking about?
But people loved it though. We loved it as kids. You know?
I will say that every time I saw The Rock and Stone Cold face off, I knew that The Rock was gonna do some exaggeration after the stunner, because you know a stunner coming. The stunner gotta come, and it was just like, I would just sit there and just laugh because I didn't even believe it as a kid. It's like, oh, okay, ain't no way that stunner is really hitting him that damn hard. That's how exaggerated it was for me. But I loved him though because it was funny. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
But let me tell you how you know if the stunner hurt, because when he hit it and they just lay there.
Absolutely. If I ever saw The Rock just, if I ever saw The Rock just lay there after a stunner, I'm like, oh, that nigga dead.
That nigga tired. That nigga said cherry house. No, there was some wrestling moves. There was some finishing moves that really just did not make any sense. And Ross, I didn't get a letter grade because Flight.
Thank you to everybody tuned in today. Thank you to everybody tuned in today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want you to grade this one.
Okay.
This is the top 5 finishing moves that did not make any sense.
All right.
Number 5, excuse me, is the tombstone. If the tombstone worked properly, you're dead.
Well, yeah, technically, you just pile driving somebody on their neck.
You're like on their neck. Now when I got older, I went back and looked. I'm like, man, this nigga knees was hitting the ground.
I mean, but once again, it's a dangerous finishing move because that's how Stone Cold got his neck broke.
And, the hypertension. I'm with you, Ross.
He did. I forgot the guy's name. He did a pile driver, but he was, his form was incorrect, so he actually pile drived him. His head hit the canvas, broke his neck.
I guess that bring me to number 4. Pedigree.
Owen Hart, yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I remember that. Number 4, the pedigree. That's another one. If it works properly, your face is smashed. Like, these are moves that was knocking people out cold, and they wouldn't even hitting the thing. Number 3, rock bottom. Now, Flight, we talked about this one a couple episodes again. Don't Flight, don't you do it. Don't Flight, don't you. I'm not saying Ross, don't you do it, Ross. Don't you do it.
I think you'd be. The reason why you would be fine, it just depends on what hitting you on. If it's the ring, you're fine. If it's a table, you're fine. For the most part. If it's solid floor, like cement, you're going to feel that. That shit.
Oh, is he? All this is exposed when he do it. All of this.
This is true.
So I know, but Flight, we talked about this a couple episodes ago, because Flight volunteered. See, I told Flight he was dumb, and I said we was gonna talk about this when Ross came on the show. So we about to talk about it.
We're about to talk about it. All right, so man, I don't know. Apparently, I guess I was just dumb shit. But I was young, and wrestling was life. You know what I'm saying? And we got to like acting like we was wrestling type shit. You know what I'm saying? We're making a whole storyline like I'm gonna do this, and all right, this time you gonna do that whole shit. Well, shit got real, and you take on the characters. I was Stone Cold because Stone Cold was that nigga. And the homie was The Rock, obviously, because The Rock was that nigga. And it was a whole rivalry. And like, I hit him with a stunner, and I hit him with another stunner. And he didn't like the fact that I was the third one I hit him with, I actually hit him with that hoe.
Ah, damn.
I left that part out, real. So this goes to show why. This goes to show why. This goes to show why. So he got up. I mean, I guess he got tired of me hitting him with the stunners, and hit me with, throw it to the rope, and, you duck that shit, you get the rope, and he went under there and caught me at the rock bottom. Mm-hmm. Well, as he threw that arm around and got ready to rock bottom me, he was gonna rock bottom me on like the bed, like mattress, padding, everything's fine, right? Well, I guess he like when he did it, he lifted up, I jumped, and like what made it worse is that I jumped, and like I got way too into the. You have to. You want to jump. You want to jump, but I got too into it because I guess like when I jumped kind of high, and it took him aback, and he like slammed me, and my lower back hit like the wood part of my bed, and I thought I was paralyzed for. I laid there for about a good 25, 30 minutes, and listen, dog. When I say I was boo-hooing, I was crying because I thought I was done. I was a hooper at heart. I was like, I never wanted to wrestle. I didn't want this to be real. I just wanted to play basketball, Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see the don't try this at home.
I'm about to interrupt now. No, I don't feel bad for this nigga because he jumped. You brought that on yourself. If you would have just kept your feet, if you would have planted, he wouldn't be able to lift you. But you voluntarily broke your back.
I mean,
I don't feel bad for you.
First off,
He
hold
was
on.
supposed to jump, just not that high.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, this nigga, he jumped so high, it turned into a choke slam.
Damn.
He jumped so high.
Damn.
It's like I don't feel bad for you.
First off, let's go ahead and just let's rephrase what happened. I felt like I was paralyzed. So we're not gonna say my back got broke, okay? Because that's what we're not gonna say.
Hey, brother.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, truthfully, probably so. It probably was almost broke, but we're not gonna just say that. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, I don't feel bad for you at all. Number two,
That's fucked up.
now number two and number one are two moves that these are truly the ones that really don't make sense.
Okay.
Number two,
Aaron,
the Bronco Buster.
Aaron, they never mix well, Aaron,
Yeah.
at all. They
If
never
you
mix
against
well.
the ropes
Yeah, that never made sense.
and you watch this nigga, let's back this up. You against the ropes, you watching this nigga, X-Pac, run right at you full speed
Oh my God.
and put his balls, bam,
Brokeback
bam,
Mountain.
bam, bam, in your face, and then he pin you 1, 2, 3. Oh, you trash.
Yeah, that never.
You agree with me on that one?
That's up there with the worm. Come on now.
I forgot. I should have. If I didn't think about that, I should have asked that.
What's his name?
Scotty Too
Scotty
Hotty.
Too Hotty. Thank you.
Honorable
Scotty Too
mention, the
Hotty.
worm.
Worm. Worm was
Honorable
like.
mention. It's
It
definitely
was
up there.
entertaining, but when you
Yeah,
think
definitely
about,
entertaining.
That
I'm
whole
just
group,
living-
that sidebar, that whole group, by the way, I felt like was very, very, very entertaining. I feel like I don't.
DX.
Yeah, I feel like I don't.
Oh no,
yeah.
I mean niggas got kicked out of school. Yeah,
suck it, suck it.
He a teacher. Screw you.
DX was goaded for sure.
White boy. Yeah, DX nigga.
Nah,
When they
DX
be
is a
hitting that hole and then they be
legendary
jumping and suck it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, them niggas was legendary.
But number one, y'all gonna really agree with me on.
group.
And this is our last wrestling, y'all. We're gonna move on to something greater after this.
Well, I got one thing.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And
Okay,
then
well, then, yeah, after that. Number one, top five, number one finishing move that don't make sense. I don't know what it's called, Ross, so I need you to give me the name. But I put on my notes, the booty rub by Rikishi.
Oh, the stink face, whatever.
Stink
it was called.
face, yeah.
What is it called?
I think it was called the stink face. Honestly, I think it was
I don't
called
know
the
if that
stink.
was his finishing move.
I think that was just. I think that was like the prelude to the finishing
Yeah,
move.
I think that. was
Okay,
like-
well, it made the list anyways because the nigga rubbing his booty in your face.
Yeah, I never understood that one. I was like, hey, yo, okay, all right.
Now I understand when he runs and then throw his booty on you. Yeah, that look like it hurt.
Yeah, but nah, the
That
whole,
one, God, my God, you can't fake that one.
yeah, the whole cheeks in the face. I'm good on
And
that.
he
one,
would just
bro.
rub them.
And
Oh
they
my God, look, he would
And
just rub
you
'em.
know he's sweating like it was hot.
Oh,
And he
just sweaty booty, it stank.
Nah,
Oh, this nigga got put on some some sure.
that-
One of the people backstage got to put some deodorant in between his booty, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the stank face today.
And make sure
we gonna
extra deodorant. You feel
we're
me?
gonna stank face DDT and then Cherry House. Cherry House is the new term when it's time to wrap this up.
Cherry House.
But how you grade that list, bro?
I'll give that a. Are we rating it on the accuracy, like on it not making sense?
I want
Or
you to rate it if you made the list.
If I made the list, I give that like a B.
And do you
I
have
give that a
anything? I
yes.
know you said the one, but what would you add into? It don't matter what you'll take out, but what would you add in there for like a finishing move that just makes
Definitely the
sense?
worm makes no absolute sense. I love the Rock, but the people elbow don't make no sense.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love the Rock. The
Mhm.
Rock bottom makes sense, but the people elbow as a setup, that made no sense because he would hit the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He's doing all this extra stuff. You just sitting there, and then he hit you with the elbow, and you start doing all that other shit. I'm like, what? It was cool. It was cool, but it just never made sense. It never made sense, but it was still a cool move. And you kind of got to put that up there with the 5-knuckle shuffle of John Cena. This nigga doing all this and then punches you. I'm like,
I thought about that one. I did. I thought about. I didn't know the name of it. That's really why that one didn't make the list.
That's a
I was
funny
like,
ass name for a
what the
finishing
hell
move.
is this?
Five knuckle shuffle.
That's the name of the
That shit
5-knuckle shuffle,
crazy.
bro. I'm like, all right,
All right, man.
this makes this makes no sense, but all right, it's
Oh.
wrestling. That's what I say when shit don't make sense. Wrestling.
Speaking of shit that don't make sense,
Okay.
Mhm.
Transition.
I dabbled, like I said, I dabbled into the Chosen Ones playlist, and especially wrestling because I know that's something that you enjoy. And speaking onto what you said earlier about, I could tell that you really enjoy it.
Yeah,
Obviously, I was on the live yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But then I came across a video that I found like hella interesting. And it was the top 10 match types that were never ever used again. And I just want to speak on it because I don't know if you stumbled across that video, but I
wish I would have. I'm
I
really
found
mad right
this
now.
video very, very entertaining. There was, I'm really just gonna name off the ones I saw, but I want to talk to you about one specific one because I felt like when I heard it and I had the same face that you had. It was like kind of simultaneously.
Yeah.
There was one match, electrifying, exploding barbed wire match.
Yeah.
I've never seen that match.
Exactly. You don't want to. You don't need to. It's death. It is no match. It's death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Death.
There was and it was like, I guess like the same match, but like added on. It was a barbed wire, electrified, dynamite pool, double hell death match.
Yep.
That's that Nitro. That's that Nitro bull crap.
And I believe this was like something in like organization. It wasn't even like WCW, WWF, nothing like that.
Probably New Japan, maybe.
Yes, thank you. New Japan.
Oh,
New
so
Japan.
this is not only the WWE.
This is not only this, wrestling in general, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
And these are the ones that I just felt like was wild. And then obviously Ross had said something at the beginning of it that bra and panties match that was had. This day and age is not fucking working.
Not happening.
Back then, yes.
Back then, yeah.
Back then, I'm watching it. Ain't nothing happening. I mean, but you know what I'm saying. But the next
Was
one,
Inferno on there? The Inferno match. Did he have that? Did you have that one on there?
Inferno was not on
When
there.
they light the ring on fire?
No, Inferno was not on there.
Okay.
Inferno was not on
stupid.
there. But I mean, shit, you might as well put Inferno up there with the electrifying, exploding, barbed wire shit.
True that. Yeah.
This one is this is where the list started getting wicked. Piranha Death Match.
Yeah.
There was really a wrestling match where you had to put your opponent into a little aquarium size of man-eating piranhas. Like,
right.
yeah, man, there was actually a man who had a little, like they said, a little hole, or like it was actually a hole out of his chest. Like it was gone. That shit was gone because he got dipped into the piranhas because that's the match, and the piranhas.
And they tore that nigga up.
Tore that nigga up. That was one.
That's wrestling.
That's not even the attitude era. That's the I'm upset era.
I don't even know what. Yeah, that was. They need to call that shit the purge era. Like this shit.
The purge era.
Yeah. It's Japanese wrestling sometimes can go a little bit mega extreme. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. For me, I'm not a big fan of like checking that shit out because I'm just not here to really see niggas try to legit kill themselves to entertain us. I don't find it entertaining. I just be like, all right, yo, I'm gonna check out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
even when I see the crazy clips of women being power bombed through fucking car windows, I'm like,
Wicked, right?
wow, this is
That shit
you
is
taking
crazy.
equal rights, equal fights to a whole
Whole
nother
nother-
level. I was just talking about maybe an RKO or a stunner for your troubles, but damn,
Hold on,
throwing
bro.
her through a
Hold on,
car
hold on.
window.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Equal rights, equal flights. Equal rights, equal fights. With the piranhas, equal bites.
Yeah,
Can't
equal
stand
rights,
you,
equal bites.
nigga. I can't stand
Equal bites.
Equal bites.
Piranhas saw that nigga. Hey, hey.
Equal rights, equal bites.
Can you imagine taking them as a piranhas? Oh my
So
god.
I got two more. I got two more, and my last one is really like I'm sure Ross is definitely gonna, because I mean we agreed when I was watching the video. This first one, this shit was just stupid. The crybaby match. Now you hear crybaby match.
Man, you gotta be kidding me.
No. You hear crybaby match. When you hear crybaby real, what do you associate the crybaby with?
Whoever can make whoever cry first.
That's what I thought. That's not it.
Oh, that's not it. Oh no.
You basically have to subdue your opponent so you can put a diaper on the opponent.
Bro, I'm not putting no diaper on another grown
And
man.
then
Like
if you
that,
was
bro.
able to successfully put the diaper on your opponent, you won.
Yeah.
That was just stupid. Like that
Could
was
you
just
imagine the
immature.
commentating for that? Oh my god, he got the strap, he going to get the the diaper is off. Oh my god, this is the worst diaper I've ever seen. That was JR. Oh my god.
I will say I think if you would have had JR on that match, that shit
It
probably
would
would
have
have
been a lot
been
better.
fine.
That might be entertaining.
But
Be
the
entertaining.
absolute worst, I can't even believe that they even thought about having this as a fucking match, was the Chamber of Horrors. The Chamber of Horrors was basically a cage match with the fucking electric chair coming out into the ring, and the person, whoever could put the opponent in the electric chair and kill them,
And turn it on?
wins. Turn that motherfucker on. Kill
they
these
tryna-
niggas. Like, give these niggas the death sentence.
They should have called that one the Green Mile.
Oh, that's fucked. That's super fucked. Alrighty. That's super fucked, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, man. This is why their name is Don't Cancel Me Podcast.
My nigga was so sad when he was in that chair.
This is why this is called
My nigga was healing people throughout the whole movie.
Don't Cancel Me Podcast.
I'm sorry, Flight. Come back. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Come back.
That was
Flight. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Flight. I'm gonna shut up. Come on.
He
I'm
fits
sorry.
right in. He fits right in, y'all. He fits right in.
That's what I meant to say earlier when you was talking about your fan base. I was gonna say that they came to the perfect show today.
Yeah.
I
was
just
gonna
want
They
everybody to
said,
know.
someone said they ain't even give my guy a wet spot. I'm not. No, I refuse. I'm not. I'm taking another shot. Let's take another
Shot
shot.
o'clock.
Bro.
Let's take another shot.
That's shot o'clock for now. I'm not.
Hey, he cooked the heck out of this nigga.
Hey, yo.
All right. Shot o'clock, y'all.
Sorry,
Yo,
y'all.
what the fuck?
They didn't give him a wet spot.
Yo,
That was
what the
funny.
fuck?
Hold on. All right, I'm about to take my shot.
It's called the Don't Cancel Me Podcast.
Ross, you having a good time right now, brother?
I'm having a fantastic time, y'all. Y'all fit right in. Y'all are amazing.
Oh my God.
With
Hey,
the-
that nigga was
with
healing
the
people.
commentaries.
He was inspiring people.
Dog.
Oh man. Oh boy, that's funny. Okay, I got it together, y'all. Oh my
Good,
God.
you good?
A little bit. Like, can we go on story time, please?
Mm-hmm.
Story time. So
Okay, so I got you.
So before
All right.
before we
go
hold
ahead.
on, before, because I recall this, but we can use this to relay into the video, into story time. We were talking a little bit yesterday, Ross. Me and you were real. And you said that you had a story that you just, like, it was just an encounters. Now, Now, please, but now if you want to, you let me know because I understand that that's potentially content. I don't want to ruin content.
Oh no,
Do you want to tell that story that just happened? That just happened to you?
They in here, then they deserve to hear the story early.
Hey man, hit the horn on their ass one time. We got story time with Ross the Chosen One. Exclusive story. Exclusive story time. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and make sure it's content, right? You know what I'm saying? Story time with Ross the Chosen One, man. Go ahead, Ross, man.
So I want to say this is maybe in August, a few months ago, and Ross got a horror story to tell. Oh, it's awful actually. So you guys know where Greenpoint Mall is. Well, now it's called Plaza de America.
Yeah.
So
stupid.
Yeah. So I was pretty much the only reason why I was there to get some suits for my homie's wedding. To talk about why we was going there to get suits, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just here to support my brother.
Got a lot of suits from Greens Point.
Yeah, but I'm me just.
I got you.
Know,
yeah.
It's like when you walk into Greens Point, no disrespect, it just smells different. Like,
That's disrespect.
You know, I'm being honest. Like I'm not trying to.
I just want to let you know it was disrespect. It smelled like pee.
Yeah, it smelled like pee and struggle, and I don't like it. So
pee and struggle.
So I go in there, I get the suits, whatever, cool. Now, mind you, the night before I had a little spicy burrito, I believe, or something spicy. No, it was like spicy wings. That shit fucked up my stomach bad. I'm talking about. I was sitting there like, damn, bro, am I gonna have enough time to make it to the crib? I'm like, I ain't gonna make it, bro. And I'm one of them type of people. I will sit there and try to hold it in. If I gotta go to the restroom or whatnot, I'll wait till I can get to the crib because I'm in my safe place. It's good. I rarely go do number 2 in a public place because that's dangerous. And this is one of the reasons why. So, first of all, the damn signs is in English and then sometimes in Spanish. So I'm trying to figure out where the fucking restroom's at. I don't want to ask nobody. I have these 2 suits in my hand, like in the bags. I'm like, God damn, where the restroom? So I'm out there reading the signs. I'm like, okay, it's up here. Go up the escalator, go to the sad, depressing food court. That shit was sad and depressing. It was weird because it was like there was some places open, some places wasn't. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
They're never open at the same time.
I was like, all right, cool. I find a restroom, whatever. So I play, I do my thing or whatever. I always pick the last stall because it's the biggest stall. So that's always my go-to. If I gotta go, I'm going to the last stall. That's the suite. That's the sweet stall. So I go to the stall, lock the door, hang up the suits. You know what I'm saying? I do my due diligence, get that toilet paper, wrap that shit around that toilet. You know,
how many layers? How many layers?
About good 3. I use.
All right, okay. I had to check. We had to let
you can't be raw. You can't be raw dog in public toilets, though.
No, I don't know how niggas put the ass cheeks to the public porcelain. No, sir.
No.
We double plying, triple plying if we got to. And we'll go to a next stall to get some more toilet paper. So at that point, I'm like, all right, bet, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. I'm on my phone just chilling. I'm like, man, damn. All right. I hear somebody come in. Well, actually, no. I see somebody in the stall next to me. Like, I see like a set of feet, like some Adidas. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And then all of a sudden, I'm not making this up, I see some white vans descend down right in front of the feet of the Adidas. So there's 2 people in this stall. And I'm like, and here's the thing, I hear no pee hitting the toilet or nothing. It's just quiet. And I'm like, there's no way this is happening right. Because I'm like, that, I knew it had to be a female because she had an anklet on. And I'm like, I'm over here scrolling on my Instagram. I'm like, bro, are we really doing this in the bathroom? We getting domed up like now? Like, is this really happening while I'm blowing this shit up? Like, I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because I'm just like, yo, what? I've never been in a situation where somebody's getting the dome piece of the century and I'm blowing that shit up. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just wait for them to leave. So They leave.
Wait.
Cause I just felt I'm like,
you
bro,
wanted to respect it?
I just didn't know
We're
what
showing them respect.
I didn't know what to do, bro. I'm at this point.
I'm blowing them.
Nah, bro. I'm just all right. Hey, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just do my thing. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. You feel me? Like, times is hard out here in these streets. So, all right, cool. So they leave or whatever. Now at this point, I'm literally just on my phone, just chilling. I'm actually already done, but I'm about to get up, and then somebody else comes in. So I'm thinking that's the worst. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a great story time. This is fantastic. This is funny as hell. Then,
They said you stupid.
mind you, there's like a lot of urinals. There's nobody else in there. It's just me.
Orange is the new black.
Some dude walks all the way to the last urinal right in front of the big stall. And you know, the stalls have a crack where you can see out. So I'm just chilling. I'm like, all right, bet. Dude just using the restroom, whatever. It's about a good 3-4 minutes. Nigga's still standing there. I don't hear no piss. I look up. The nigga is looking at me through the crack. I'm like, hey, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, bro, there's no way. There's no way there's this random
You
ass.
wanted to?
Bro, this nigga was just sitting there, like he's at the urinal, like he's using it, but he's looking back over his shoulder in the crack, looking at me, looking at him. I'm like, so I'm like, hey, bro, what you doing? He just. So I'm like, bro, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. So I pull my pants up, stuff like that. The nigga's still looking. Bro, just looking. I'm like, what the fuck you? Ain't no show in here, nigga. What are you doing? So I got the fuck up out of there, got my stuff. I end up leaving. I think I dropped like my wallet or something like that. Or something. I think like my keys or some shit. So I go back in there or whatever to get my shit. And there was somebody else over there. And mind you, this is so weird because the restroom's huge. And there's this random dude just next to the nigga over in the stall. They look at me like I'm interrupting something. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not coming to this place ever again. I don't care what one of my friends have a wedding. They want to get some cheap suits. I'm not doing it. That shit made me so uncomfortable because I've never in my life had a nigga stare at me while I'm on the fucking toilet, bro. And here's the messed up part. And I don't want to be insensitive. I don't think
don't cast me. Say what you got to say.
Say what you
I don't
got
think
to
he
say.
was all there, bro. I think he.
Oh, you think he was a little slow?
Mentally, I don't think he was all there, bro. Just the way.
Nah, listen, because you got my mind going. I don't want to say what's on my mind either.
Yes,
I don't want to say what's on my mind because I do hate when slow people be in the bathrooms because it's like they don't know what to do.
So I don't know if he was all there or not, but it still creeped me out to have a nigga sit there for damn near 5 minutes and just look at you.
Nah,
that is weird.
Nah, that's hella weird.
With
It doesn't
no
matter
facial
what it
expression. I wasn't sure if he was like, it was just straight look.
If they don't know what to do, they be confused.
And I was just like, all right, bro. All right, man, I gotta go ahead and get up out of there. And that's my story time. That is why I will no longer be going to Plaza de America, whatever the fuck they call that.
AKA Greens Point, AKA Guns Point.
I'm good,
Boy,
bro, because I've
hell
never
no.
in my life seen someone potentially get some head in the stall next to me and then back door see someone just sit there and creep at the stall in front of me. So yeah. That's why I don't do public restrooms. This is why.
Hey, I know people say that. I hate when people say that because I be like,
That's wicked.
but what in an emergency? What do you do?
I gotta go.
There's no way you're gonna wait till you make it home. Have you ever been driving and had to go to the bathroom? Oh, that is the long. Every light be red.
Oh, bro, I put my shit in Sport Plus and I'll be going 100 plus.
Oh nah, I'm gonna go ahead and just take that L. I'm gonna go ahead and triple leg. Hey, I remember I was at Kroger's one day and I was walking and this slow dude was in the hall, like he was in the aisle, and I was trying to go around him.
Nigga
And I
just
didn't know
randomly
he had
at
his back to me,
Kroger's?
so I didn't know, and I was like, "Excuse me," and all I heard was, I didn't know what was. And I looked, I thought somebody had their service animal, and I thought somebody had their service animal. In the what? What? I just thought somebody had their service. I didn't know. I didn't know. Like I had to go back and look, and I was like, "Oh, that's what's up." So then I kept walking and went and grabbed my pasta.
That's fucked up.
Hey, now Ross, I want to comment on your story because you lost me when you said be quiet. I would have been blowing that. I'd have been making all kind of noise. I'd have been laughing at the Instagram. I want them niggas to know I'm right next door.
I mean, they knew I was next door. They heard me, get everything set up and sit. They knew I was next
Wait,
door.
my nigga said they heard me get everything set up and situated.
Yeah, they knew I was there. There was no denying it.
No denying that shit.
There was no denying that, bro.
So they heard the toilet clink when you set the seat down.
Yeah, they were there, bro. They knew I was there. It's just I was just like, yo, I
to the car. Like, why did y'all just step outside?
Yeah, I mean, granted, once again, no one thinks, hey, they about to blow up a restroom at fucking Plaza de America. Like, that's not the place. I mean, I get it, but I mean, I don't know, man. Sometimes you just got to get it how you live, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You got to realize the mall he was in.
And you know what? You're right. I didn't wash my hands because I fucking wanted to get the fuck up out of there. So no, I didn't. I don't give a damn. I didn't wash my hands. I washed them when I got to my destination, bro. I didn't. I was creeped out. I didn't know what was about to happen. I'm just an innocent black man with 2 fucking suits in a goddamn mall that I shouldn't be in. I'm good. I don't look like the people that's there. This is not my territory. I'm good on it.
I do not smell like piss and struggle.
I'm not doing. I don't give a damn. Whatever. Fuck it. I didn't at that time. God damn it. No.
Shout out.
Gonna catch me in that restroom for one more second.
Oh
no.
My god. I gotta take it.
Shout out to everybody that be clogging up toilets that people waiting on. So you try to figure out a plan to get try to come up with a plan.
Oh man.
To get the boo boo down. One day I was at work, I had to roll up my button down. I had to get behind the toilet. Mm-hmm. Stuck my hand all the way in there. You know how you gotta flush, you gotta pull that thing up. Oh, that was the last resort.
2-suit deuce. Y'all are stupid.
2-suit? Oh, they called you 2-suit deuce?
It's the 2-suit deuce, man. I do have another story time if y'all are interested. I know people want me to continue.
I'm on here till you tired.
Bro, what? I ain't got nothing but time and opportunity, goddamn.
Let me get to that sex story.
Yeah, for sure. Well, of course. I'll pause, but yeah. I told you guys this, but I don't think I made a video on this. Once again, it was in that same area. It's like there's just weird niggas in that same area, but this time I was at Foot Locker. So we all don't
represent that job. We like Greens Point. We don't want to get shot.
Nah, yeah, I guess. Anywho, so I'm at the checkout, bro. I'm at the checkout, about to give me some stuff. I actually was just getting some shoe cleaner for my shoes. So I'm chilling on my phone, and I see this dude trying to catch this pigeon. This random dude, like he was just trying to catch the pigeon. I'm like, all right, what's going on here? So the nigga caught the pigeon with his bare hands, caught the pigeon, and then proceeded to kill the motherfucker. He just started hitting it on the ground. He started just going insane. And I'm sitting here in line looking at the nigga at the register. I'm like, bro, are we seeing the same thing I'm fucking seeing right now? I'm talking about there's feathers everywhere. This nigga just brutally murdered a pigeon out of no fucking where. No one promoted or asked this nigga, hey, can you go kill that pigeon for me? I need that. The nigga just walked up, grabbed it, started beating it on the ground, and then there's feathers everywhere, and he walks across the street with a pigeon in his hand. A dead pigeon. He's just walking down the street like it's a normal fucking Sunday afternoon. I got my dinner for the night, and I literally just watched him walk down the street with a dead pigeon, feathers flying everywhere, in his fucking hand. And I was just sitting there. I'm like, bro, how, why, what the fuck did I just see? I'm all for you, you know what I'm saying? You got to be the provider, got to get your food how you can. But my nigga, a McDouble is $1. I don't get, what do you do with a dead pigeon other than to cook that motherfucker? I don't know.
Check.
I'm mad you gotta be the killer pigeon.
Bro.
That's the most chill animal on the planet. Pigeons be doing that. They just be chilling, hanging out with their partners. All they do is hang out in the store parking lot. That's all they do.
The nigga was just chilling, and then the next thing you know, he got his neck grabbed and he start snapping and shit. I'm like, why? No rhyme or reason, bro.
Equal rights, equal fights, equal pigeons.
Facts, dog. The pigeon didn't do a goddamn thing. Rest in peace to that pigeon, bro.
Hey, man.
I am so sorry.
Rest in peace to that pigeon, man. So that pigeon name was Larry.
I don't know.
Like only a Larry pigeon would get strangled.
That nigga got
I
strangled.
told you not to go down there, Larry. You should have stayed up on. You should stayed on the W at Walmart. We'd be chilling up here.
You should have stayed on the W.
Rest in peace to the pigeon, man.
Rest in peace, Larry.
Oh my God.
Rest in peace, Larry.
Once again, I'm. You would think I'm making this shit up.
I believe you 1,000%.
I'm not making this shit up.
Bro, that shit's wicked.
I
That's just
think
crazy.
what's crazy is just seeing the nigga feathers all over the place. I was just like, damn, bro.
Pigeon Jr.
And niggas in the store like, bro, this nigga just killed a pigeon with his bare hands. I'm like, all right, man. It's time for me to go home.
Yeah, y'all niggas ain't gonna do nothing about this shit. Like, y'all ain't gonna call it.
Someone said smoking on a pigeon pack. Chill out, bro. Come on.
Wait, somebody said smoking on. Yo,
Somebody said the real Birdman.
The real Birdman flying any weather.
Hey, that's a good comment. That's a good. Hey,
Smoking on a
Ross,
pigeon pack.
I told this story. I told this quick. That is funny.
Someone pigeon got caught slipping. Nah, facts, bro. Just imagine you living your pigeon life doing that neck roll. And somebody slap your shit up. Just slap your shit up. You're like, hey.
They don't want beef with nobody, dog.
They don't have no beef. All they want is breadcrumbs and opportunity. And this nigga got taken away from all of that, bro. Rest in peace to the pigeon. Put the prayers up for the pigeon, bro.
Drop the prayers hands, man, for Larry.
Drop the prayer hands. Drop the prayer hands.
He was gone too soon in the world.
Larry, we didn't name him.
Larry the pigeon, bro.
Larry
Sunrise,
the pigeon, man.
sunrise January 1st,
Yeah.
2020, sunset. What day this happened on?
It happened like in June, bro. It was like
Hey,
June.
sunset June 15,
Yeah,
15,
June.
2022.
That's his sunset.
Yeah, that was
That
his
pigeon
sunset.
accepted Christ at an early age.
Man, I hope he did, bro.
If you
I
can't,
hope he did, man.
hey man, if you can't
Hey,
spam,
man,
if you
drop the
can't
rest in peace Larrys in the
spam, if you
chat,
can't
man.
spam the prayer hands, spam the
Bro,
sevens in the
tell you,
chat.
it's a real quick.
Spam the sevens in the chat if you can't spam the prayer hands, man.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was at HEB. Yeah, this is a true story too. Even the other one I just told. We at HEB, bro, and I see this basket coming to me,
Yeah.
but nobody's pushing it.
Huh?
Yeah, I told this story, Fly. You remember? Yeah.
Nah,
This
nah,
basket
I
is,
do
bro.
remember
No,
this.
I'm not, bro. No, I'm not trying to be funny. This is what my mind was saying at the time. There's a basket coming to me. Nobody's pushing it. So I'm scared, but I'm like, I ain't gonna look weak because nobody else seemed to be freaking out. So I kept pushing my basket, and as I'm passing the basket, it's a little person pushing the basket that came that came out the back. And his hands couldn't fit at the top, so he was kind of he had a little rope. Shut up, Flight. He had a little rope. He was pulling them up. And I didn't see it because he was behind the part. Whatever. Okay. Let's.
No, I got the visual. I
really thought a basket was. I was like, why is it? Oh.
I got the visual. I'm going to keep my inner thoughts to myself.
I want you to do that.
That was.
I want to hear him.
That was,
That was a true story. True story. But
I believe you. I believe
I do want to wrap up with the funniest story I've seen, and I know I want the people. I want the people, and I'll go ahead and introduce it. So I was on, like Flight said, we were just going down a rabbit hole on Ross's page, and I wanted to hit CD story times. So Ross had posted about the time he lost his virginity, and the first time he had sex. I think it's the actual title of the video. Oh my God. And it had me because I was telling these guys off camera. I'm probably gonna tell my story because I think it's the funniest story ever. And I want you to tell. I know you ain't gotta get the 11-minute version, but I want people to hear your story first and how crazy this experience was. And I do have a couple questions, but I don't remember them exactly. But I know when I hear it, I'm gonna remember. So this is the story, y'all, of Ross when the first time he had sex. Oh yeah, hold on. You know what? I'm here. I'm here. We're gonna make this last one shot. This is the last shot of the night, y'all. Y'all tune in, pull up, man. Appreciate y'all for coming out and supporting us, man.
The
We in our
last
last,
one.
we in our
Hey,
last
chat.
C
This
block.
ain't the last one, chat.
Let's get it.
This ain't the
I
last
can't
one,
hear
chat.
Flight down there, man.
And they could be doing some weird stuff when he be switching. I don't know.
Hey,
Oh,
man,
God,
listen,
God.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Listen.
All right.
I mean,
All right,
this could be the
so-
last one for y'all if y'all.
So I'm gonna kind of keep it short.
Okay.
So it was the first week of school, college actually, and we was in band camp prior to because we got to eat early for band. But so I want to say first day of school actual. I finished up my classes for the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bro, this just feel cool. Finally be away from the crib, kind of on my own for a little bit, and I'm about to rest up for band practice because it's I'm gonna be tired, so let me try to get a quick nap in. So there's this chick that I was messing with, like we went to high school, and we go. She stayed in some dorms like not too far from me or whatever. So she hit me up. She's like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? What you doing?" I'm like, "Chilling, trying to just be on the cool shit." Like, yeah, just chilling, just finished up my classes. What about you? I was gonna slide by and come through. I was like, all right, bet. Shout out to my homie Joe. He was sleeping on the other side. So the room is split up with the restroom. My bed is at the door. His bed is by the window or whatnot. So she come through or whatever. He knocked out or whatever. And we just chilling, we vibing or what else, just having a good time. And then this is probably one of the most probably pivotal questions that's ever been asked in my entire life. So you want to have sex? Like that. So do you want to have sex with me? And I was like, are we talking about like right now, or are we talking about like what because I'm at this point I'm not thinking I'm about to get some sweet walls for the very first time in my life. I'm just thinking, we just gonna kick it and chill or whatever. She's like, so do you want to have sex? And my answer was, after thinking it in my head, like, oh, this is a real hard decision. I was gonna wait till marriage. Fucking hell yeah. So I'm like, oh shit, nigga, okay, cool. But at the time, I gotta play it cool, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
cool.
in my head, I'm doing all types of dances because I'm like, hey, yo, it fell in my lap. So, and the cool thing about this situation, I believe, I don't remember if I think she ended up having a condom or whatnot. Because the condoms they were like them great value fucking Trojans, and you automatically knew they weren't it.
I got something because I remember the story from I remember the story from the thing. I just watched it, so I remember who gave it to you.
Me too. I remember who gave it to you. As well.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right.
Because that was pivotal on my questions. It was your mama, so go ahead.
Well, question: If I say this brand, maybe it'll go ahead and jog your memory. Was it a lifestyle?
It was a lifestyle, but it was a Trojan though.
Okay.
I'm the one that gave you for free, right?
Yeah, the lifestyles they were given for free.
Okay,
but I knew better than
I'm the
that.
one that be
Okay,
tight.
I'm about to say your mama. If your mama gave you a lifestyle, she was trying to be a grandparent.
No. My mom gave me. It was so random too. She was like, "Oh, here you go, baby." I was like, I mean, I took it, but it was just weird because she was like,
"Stop! I'm not doing that."
Like, Mama, I'm not doing that, man. I'm waiting to marriage as a
so goofy. But chill out, you always trying to make a joke.
So I thank y'all for reminding me. I forgot how I got the condom, but I remember it was blue and it said Trojan on it. I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. So I forgot. Yeah. I didn't even have no music playing. We just had some random fucking show in the background. My homie Joe sleeps. So I'm not trying to be too loud. So I remember she laying down, my heart racing, you know what I'm saying? I start kissing on her. I'm like, all right, bro, this is really happening. Like, I'm about to be in that thing. Like, this is my ascending into adulthood at the time. So I slide that condom in. That shit was tight. It was definitely not comfortable. I'm like, because I was like, nah, this I mean, I guess.
Like,
All right.
God dang.
And at the time, she had already had sex before. She had a boyfriend prior, so she knew what she was doing. I was the newbie in this situation, so I'll never forget me like sliding it in for the first time. I'm like, oh, it's quite exquisite. Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could feel really what I want to feel, but I was like, you know what? For my first time, all right, cool. And it didn't really last long, about a good 15 minutes or whatever, because
Hold on.
I think
That's not long.
Hold on. I'm sorry, dog. I don't mean to interrupt the story time, though. Brother, did you just say that 15 minutes wasn't long?
well, here's the thing. The problem with the situation is I couldn't really feel the true sensation.
We all wore fake Jordans before real ones.
Hit the horn on them niggas one time. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't care. I don't have no shame in my goddamn game.
Nothing wrong with it.
I'm gonna tell you this now. My fiance is in the other room.
Yeah.
The first time I would tell you, I told her, hey, listen, baby. Shit. You gonna get the best 120 seconds of your goddamn life. Shit.
I'm gonna give you everything
I'm gonna give you everything I got in that motherfucking 120 seconds, goddamn. And listen, we've been together for goddamn 7 years. 7
Had
years.
about an hour worth of sex.
About an hour, you feel me?
7 years, bro. Oh, someone called me a munch. Chill out, bro. Don't disrespect me like that. Don't do that. Don't disrespect me like that.
Hey, listen, dog. I ain't got no fucking shame in my game, real. You right, goddamn. Hey, listen. We've been together for 7 years. Probably had an hour worth of sex, and we about to live together for the rest of our life, happy as shit.
Y'all stupid, man.
Together for 7 years, they had an
Hour worth of sex, goddamn. I told you the best 120 seconds of your life. Strap up, get ready for the ride, goddamn, because that 120 seconds you get. Whoa, wait a minute. We done?
You know, roller coaster always stop.
Hey, but you been on a roller coaster, you shit. Shit get to beating. You never know what's gonna happen. Ooh,
Yeah, Ross,
shit.
so 15 minutes.
15 minutes, Ross. Hey, listen, brother.
I vividly remember I was in there for at least a good 15.
You fucking right, you say both in the bed. You goddamn right. No shame in my goddamn game.
The thing is,
Shit, I don't give a fuck.
I don't think I got to like actually finish, only because the nigga my homie woke up or whatever, and then we had to get ready.
Wait, stay still.
We had to get ready for practice, so I didn't have much time. But I know the second time we interacted, not proud of this. I don't condone this. Don't do this, fellas. The condom was not there.
Oh, you wore the real Jordans.
That nigga got to the real Jordans quick, didn't he? That nigga got to the real Jordans quick.
The second time, no, the condom was there, and there was music being played, so I was in the zone, bro. I was in the zone.
That nigga studied film.
I don't like sex to music because I can't dance. So it could be Luther, but I'm pounding like it's Future.
You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta follow the beat, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes
Ross, I know what to do. I can't.
That nigga said,
you can, bro.
No, I don't, bro.
Just let the music take over.
Bro, I tried that. I went real slow and I cramped.
No, Chad. No.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, bro? I got another story time for y'all, bro. One more. So since we talking about cramps, and if you've been in a situation that is some of the worst pain known to man, so I'll never forget this. I was trying to mess with this chick or whatever, and she had spent the night, and we were drunk or whatever. And we woke up in the morning, and those are the peak hours. Those are some of the best time to get it in is in the morning, because you ready to go regardless. It don't matter. You just, I'm ready. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? If you hear Blondie in the background, she just waking up. So I'm ready to go. And you know, women, women like to lay on the side and they have the cheeks on you. That's that